And then you like the dimension in the back. Okay. What's your full color history?
About 5 years ago, 5 years ago, I was pretty like 90-95% all virgin grow out. And then I decided to, in a moment of weakness, dye my hair. And I was dyeing it, I dyed it with a color that I had been slowly weaning off with it, and I didn't realize it wouldn't take the same. Like it looked horrible. It kind of looked green to me. My husband kept saying it doesn't look green, but it looked green to me.
Like the blonde looked green?
Yeah, it was like an ash. It was an ash brown that I put in. And
okay.
So
you did it yourself?
Right.
Oh, okay. And then after that?
I just kept doing that, and then I had a lot of hair falling out, so I decided to cut my hair kind of pretty short. And then I decided to try something different, and well, immediately I regretted dyeing my hair, so I thought I want to go back.
Yeah.
So I decided I want to chop off as much as I can, and then I decided to bleach my own hair. I was watching a bunch of tutorials. It was a mess. So it all became a blur. I bleached it I think twice, and and then I got confused with toning. Tried it, didn't like it, so I just decided I'm giving my hair a rest. I left it alone for a long time. Well, two months, and then I went and had it done. Had someone fix it. Yeah.
And this is
and this is the grow out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And then are we doing a haircut too?
Yeah, I think it needs a trim.
Do you want it like hitting shoulders, above the shoulder?
Do you think it needs?
No, your hair feels pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I think your hair. I was just like, if you wanted it shorter, I think your hair feels pretty good.
Sometimes I do want it above my shoulder, but I'm really finally starting to get some length on it, which.
Okay.
I mean, the long salt and pepper hair is my goal. You know? But
like somewhere around here then?
Yeah.
Okay. So the only thing is you have a lot of warmth, a lot of blonde, some brown, and it's like a warm brown in between. So we'll lighten you to the root and make the front a little bit lighter, and then I'll try to brighten this up, but it's impossible for me to pick every warm piece out today, so that will happen over time. But I'll get most of it out today as much as possible so that you feel relatively more on the ashier side, but you're still going to have a bit of this warmth color just in between the highlights because we're not going completely solid. And then as far as like the tone, would you prefer more violet type of gray tone or a beigey gray tone?
I've been on the fence about that, but I think more on the beigey.
Okay. Because it fades out really fast, and then when it starts to fade out, it has potential fading out more like tannish beige tone. Yeah, and then you can try to maintain it with some purple shampoo, but it doesn't fade as well as the violet gray does. Yeah.
With that, do you have an example? Like what, like that warmth photo I showed you, would that be, it would be
yeah,
lot warmer than that?
You see how it's a little beigey right there? Yeah, it would start to fade out more similar to that if you do more of the beigey tone. Yeah.
Okay. But this band won't, that dark band that's here will
it's still going to be there a little bit, but it'll be blended out as much as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll still see some of it in there. It's not going to be completely gone because we'd have to lighten you solid to get it all out. But at least like it'll be a lot more blended than just like a chunk of that warm brown there.
So do you think I should choose the violet toning too?
Up to you.
Okay.
If you don't mind this fade, like it fading out in these tones, then you could do the beigey one.
I don't mind it.
Okay. And then
Maybe I'm just a little scared.
Yeah, if you're scared, then just do the beigey because it might shock you too much.
Okay. And I do have one question.
Yeah.
So what really bothers me about my grow out is when I pull my hair back. This side's not so bad. right here, this dark cap
Yeah.
really
Bugs you because it's not as white.
Right, and
Yeah.
I always try to find ways to kind of like
Blend it. Yeah. No, we're gonna make the front lighter so that it looks
solid, right?
Yeah, we'll make that front definitely lighter. But when it grows out, you'll still have that dark thing.
Right.
But at least today, I'm going to try to make that lighter because you generally have that lighter, so it'll match when you put your hair up. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So this week I have a brand new client who is wanting to do some gray blending. You saw her inspo picture in the consult that we had, and a bit about her color history was that she put some color on her hair at home and then tried to attempt to bleach it a few times. So we're seeing a lot of warmth in between those blonde pieces. There's like a really warm band where her regrowth is right in that area that's like orangey. That is going to be a little bit difficult to really help blend out, but our main focus is just to get something that's going to grow out softer, make her feel good as it grows out, and just soften everything just as much as possible. Now, I've already warned her that this is not going to be a perfect one and done situation because she's wanting to maintain dimension. We like some of the natural dark that's peeking through her natural hair. And since we're not doing a solid application of lightening her hair, we are going to be just utilizing what she has. And the reason why we really can't do much with the warmth in between is because the only way to really get those parts to stay not as brassy is to kind of lift it and tone it out. And since we're not going to be lifting it, it's better to just leave it because the next time she comes in, we can re-lighten those areas again. And so I'm going to go in with my signature technique. If you are new here, I'm using the Danger Jones bleach. I start in the back, do a detail hairline foil, take a center section up the back of the head, and this is what I call the mohawk section, and I'm just kind of going in, I'm trying to cover ground as much as possible. I do that all the way towards the top of the head, then I turn my clients around and I will start doing the money piece section. And she said in the consult that this area feels a bit dark to her, so I'm just going to be packing in these slices back to back because she's got beautiful silver on the sides of her hair and where her temple is, and we really want everything to blend as much as possible when she puts her hair up. So I did a few slices with no negative space in between, just like back to back to back, to just make sure that the front and the sides look more blended and cohesive. Then I start kind of alternating and adding in some negative space with my slicing pattern. Now these slices gradually get a little bit further apart, meaning I start leaving a little bit more negative space as I get closer towards reaching the back part of where I started in the mohawk in the back. And I'm intentionally using slices for this entire technique because, like I said before, this is not going to be a perfect one session transformation. She will need to come back in if she wants to get rid of that orange warm band that she has. I mean, I'm doing my best to get rid of most of it, but she's still going to have a bit of it in between these highlights because of it's solid and we're not technically lightening everything out solid. So I'm doing the slices so that it's really easy for me to pick those pieces out when she comes in next time. It's not going to be as much to pick out because we're getting most of it done in this session. And right now I'm doing her side money, so I always like doing these diagonal backs off the hairline. And I kind of matched what I did on the top with the money piece. So I did slices back to back. And then the very last slice, I did leave a little bit of a slice of negative space. I'm gonna now hop on to the side, and this is how I connect the front to the side, just in 3 large sections. So this is like the second large section that I'm going into, other than detailing the hairline. And I do a weave above the ear, then we're gonna be doing slices. And honestly guys, I'm using the same volume for her virgin and the old color because it's not that far off, I would say. So I'm not too worried about it lifting uneven. I can manipulate it with heat if needed. If, like, let's say the ends need a little bit more lifting power, then I'll pop just the ends of the foils into the hair dryer. Or if I feel like they're lifting at the same level, then no heat. Just depends on the client, but since it's not too far off of level from the virgin to that band, that's why I'm using the same developer throughout. And I'm trying to really pack these in too, because again, I do want to get rid of a lot of that warmth in between and try not to leave too much, but also still maintain some of the depth that she has, because I loved her inspo pictures and they looked just like her natural gray pattern. And so we're kind of also trying to match her gray pattern as well as corrective coloring those mids and ends. So I'm spacing out these slices very strategically so that it kind of gives the effect to where it kind of matches her pepper pattern in her hair. Now I'm adding in tip outs. This is my favorite part. These tip outs are going to add lighter pieces throughout the ends that are outside the foil from when I did the root foils, and this is going to tie everything together. This is going to polish my look, and this is what really sets you apart from other artists, I believe. And like, just I feel like this is just like the cherry on top for every look, or especially for gray blending when you're doing a corrective gray blending like this, because it just makes a huge difference. It gets rid of a lot of that old residual color they have and gets them even quicker to their goal. And who doesn't love that when we're trying to get something and correct this really brassy, warm color that she previously had. And for the tip outs, I just used 20 volume as well too of the Danger Jones bleach, because it does a pretty good job. I would say the tip outs do sometimes lift a little bit quicker, but because we're doing them less, it's totally fine. So in this clip, you can see she lifted perfect because of the Danger Jones bleach. I used that 20 volume, and she lifted to like a clean level 9 and 10, I would say. So we're rinsing out the root of it, and some of the ends are just like a little bit warmer, so I'm just going to rinse off the root of it where it's really ready there, and then we're gonna let the ends just process for a bit longer on its own. So just a little quick tip, if you feel like the ends sometimes don't lighten as well as the virgin root, I'll just rinse the root, towel dry it, pop the ends back into foil, maybe resaturate if needed, and then that just kind of helps even out everything out, since we did use the same developer. But it's not by much, it's literally like I would say half a level to maybe even 1 level that I need, just like a little bit of extra lift, because generally virgin hair lifts cleaner than color treated hair, and that's exactly what's happening, is that the color treated hair on the end is just being a little bit more stubborn. So I kind of just want it to lift a little bit more, so I'm popping those in the foil right now. As I'm going through, I am rinsing out the tip outs too as they're ready, and then now you can see that those ends that I resaturated are pretty much done, and I'm going to get her ready, brushed out to be toned. So I'm going in with the Danger Jones gloss toners for her color, and for her root I'm using their 5-1. I love this for a root shadow. I feel like it blends so well on pre-existing like gray in between highlights situation. It just looks extremely natural against that. And then for the mids and ends, to kind of just help tone everything out and mimic her natural gray pattern and everything, my go-to right now is that 6-01 with the 9-12, and I feel like it's like a not too dark, a not too light, grayish silver tone, and in my opinion has been lasting a little bit longer for my clients and just really works for everybody. And I love these toners because they're extremely hydrating and smell so good, make the hair super shiny.
How's it real on the way? I feel good.
Yes.
So much better. So yeah, next time you come in, there's like little bits of brown still there that you can see in between. We'll pick that out for sure next time.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't do it this time because I like the effect where it's like lighter here and then it's lighter that way.
Me too. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, the cut too.
Alright, I'm gonna finish up your haircut and then we'll curl you.
Okay.
too, which is most important.
Oh, thank you, Lauren. I love it. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome. Alrighty guys, so here is the finished look. I absolutely loved it. I know, like I said throughout the video, that it's not entirely perfect. It's definitely to fully get rid of that warm band in between. We will have to do another session, but honestly, if she's okay with the way that it looks, she could also just let this grow out. It's really just concentrated in the back, but her front, where it really did matter to her, we got that pretty much even and made it look super natural. So totally up to her. I wouldn't be mad if she just grew it out from here on out, but I do see the little bits and residual bits of brown, but at least it's not as orange, because that toner that we used did technically help tone out some of that warmth from that band. That's also another reason why I don't normally low light, because sometimes the toner helps tone out those pieces anyways without darkening it too much. But overall, I loved it. I can't wait to see how this fades out if she decides to come back in, but overall I was really happy with it. She was really happy with it, and on top of that, guys, her hair felt amazing, so that's always a plus too. Alrighty guys, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching and tuning in, and as always, I will talk to you guys next week.